All right. Good morning, everybody. Can I get a quick confirmation that you guys can hear me and that you can see my screen clearly? Once that is confirmed, we can cook. All right, sweet. Good morning, Mac. Good morning, Jay. Good morning, K Dub. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Swell, I assume. Assume you guys are doing swell. Nah. Okay. Morning, Mr. De Crucial. How are we doing? Still gonna let a few people get in here, but I'm just kind of quietly looking at the chart here, seeing what we're seeing. Gonna mark up some shit. 1945. Just gonna count that. 15-minute difference. This is yesterday's Asia low, 4-hour busy, 4-hour S&T. Really sweep. Hello, Mr. Mohammed. Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys, our goal today is to get more viewers than Tanya trades. Okay? If not that, then to have more fun than the many more viewers that Tanya trades has. We will have fun today. That's gonna be that's a guarantee. If I can guarantee something and speak in an absolute, I think we're gonna have fun today. I'll let ICT come here. Yeah, how fucking cool would that be? He'd be talking about me in his Telegram. Which is probably one of the last things I want. Send signals. Yeah. Oh, speaking of signals, give that a read. I always forget to do this. I get so excited. I get so excited to do these, and then I forget to put up the disclaimer. My first one, I was like 20 minutes later. I finally put up the disclaimer. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm a goofball. That should be enough time. You guys, I assume, can read faster than that. What the heck? That's an old clip from an ICT space. Going through all my files. Okay. So what I'm looking at today, right? We got a different type of news day. We got Trump speaking tentatively. I don't know if it's in bold now. I don't know if that's going on right now. I'm looking at financial juice. I'm not seeing anything as of now. Nothing's come out since. Yeah. Nothing crazy. We'll read financial juice quickly too. Um, we have Powell testifying at 10. I think he's probably testifying Yeah, he usually testifies all week, or at least like a couple days of the week. So he's testifying today and tomorrow. We have Trump speaking today, tentatively. I did not know Trump spoke yesterday. I assume it was because of the steel and whatever else tariffs, 25% tariffs that he slapped. So that is a good fundamental to speak towards why we've been bearish overnight. So today we've got 10 a.m. news. That's going to be the one to watch out for. And I'm going to be looking at financial juice just to kind of, monitor what's going on. So we should err on the side of caution today, just a little bit. So we have a couple things, right? We have day before CPI. That doesn't concern me as much as Trump speaking, but we have to have our wits about us and we have to be following high time frame order flow, okay? And this is, if there is a day to give your trades room to breathe, it's today, okay? You should always give them room to breathe, but we know exactly what happens when with the Trump market right now, right? We are seeing volatility spikes like none other. We're seeing 100.1 minute candles. So please, please, please have the proper invalidation points. I'm not going to sit here and babysit you. I'm going to tell you where my invalidations are if I do somehow get into a trade. But I caution you guys, please, please, please have good stops. Don't be a dickhead, okay? Now, what we got, Mr. Billionaire. Hello, hello. What we've got right now, right, is we opened up the day. There's like no wick here. Like that screams to me, I want this. Like I want higher prices. Because what have we done so far, right? Weekly open, expansion straight out of the gate. We failed to get above the previous weekly high, even though it looked like we were going for it. We did so much as invert the hourly SIBI. Like we had a meaningful run, right? But what happens, right, when we start to target solo highs like this high, I know it looks like a double, but like it did purge some liquidity. Like it did engage with some liquidity, which was responsible for the drop lower here. So, not to mention on the daily, we are this is a fucking choppy mess. So I imagine swingers are probably pulling their hair out right now. Not the kind of swingers that like you see in your small town where they put a pineapple um, at their front gate and leave their garage door partially open, but like swing traders, swing traders, they're probably pulling their hair out. I can see it. So what we've had so far is yeah, that was kind of kind of out of pocket, Jay. But it's my stream, I can say what I want. Um yeah, swingers are tight. I'd be tight too if I was a swinger. I'd be pissed off with this market right now. I'd be saying all sorts of things just to blame the market. um, told you we were gonna have fun today. And this is why I start the stream at 9 because I like to yap. We still have 20 minutes till market open. We are good to go. We got time to yap. We've had a return, not quite into discount of the range. Not well. What the heck was that? Yeah, not quite to discount of the range. I don't know when my fib was getting all messy there. But if we look at ES, I believe, has had a little bit more of a meaningful return. We're just going to eyeball it. I believe it touched discount. Maybe? No, it didn't. Not quite. Okay. But what we are seeing so far, we don't have a discount run yet. What we are seeing, though, is ES trading inside of this 4-hour BISI. Right here, right? 4-hour BISI. Also trading below Sunday's Asia low. Right. Yeah. While NQ has failed to do either. Now, where my eye is, right, is seeing if this hourly sweep is going to be enough to bring us higher. I don't know that it is. I like everything I'm seeing here, but when I drop to low time frames, I don't see, you know, we'd have to get above here, which that's a big boy breaker. Like that is a, how many points is that guy? 43 points. Not terrible, but for pre-market, seeing this sort of volatility pre-market, like that's pretty big. Like it's telling me that we're probably going to be pretty volatile out of the gate. If we draw standard deviations from this breaker, we can see 2.5 lines up. 2.5 lines up with Asia high, or the sell side or buy side liquidity resting just above Asia high. Because this Asia high is 8 to 12 or 8 to midnight, but this is like 757. So like really, the liquidity is what's more important to me, right? It's not the exact time. So we've got projections. -4 brings us to previous daily high. I'm gonna sit though, because I don't see anything. I think what I could probably argue is if we get something pre-market, I'd want to see this 15-minute change in the state of delivery above here. That would confirm to me this SMT is likely to do something. Granted, we don't see SMT within this range. If we don't create new SMT within this range and this change in the state of delivery holds, or rather gets formed, I would like to see retracements into it and then find a fractal model from there. That'd be ideal. I think that'd be pretty sweet. If you were a swinger, you'd definitely go towards Forex. Yeah. Yeah. Forex looks pretty juicy right now, I'm not gonna lie. The tariffs definitely caused a big put a big, roadblock on the clean market maker buy model that I thought EU was gonna go on. Um, like I really liked this. We're kind of accumulating now inside of this monthly. This is still, but I'd like to see daily. I'd like to see daily structure form from this. This would be a clean swing, honestly. There's not much I hate about this. But gonna have to wait to see if we can break out. And I'm not an EU guy either. I don't even trade currencies. So really, I only did this because I only mark up these charts on high time frame because I have a gentleman. I won't call him a student. A gentleman that I'm helping with some stuff, and he likes to trade forex. Save and close. Don't worry about this. This is just a stock that I was looking at. Good morning, Eden. Happy to see you. Opinion on PB trading. No idea who they are. I haven't a clue. Should I know them? Are they pretty popular? Wait, are those like those yes, I was just gonna say, are those TikTok guys? I have no idea who they I have no idea about like who they are as traders, but I've seen some of their TikToks and they're funny. They're really funny. They make me laugh. In terms of don't waste your life on them. Well, I'm not wasting my life. I've seen some of their content. And they were pretty funny. But yeah, other than that, I got no idea. 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 I got no idea I ain't got a dang clue. So we're just kind of chilling here, honestly. Do they still? Is that all they do? Is just post like funny content, or do they actually like, do they actually play the game? Because if they do both, oh cool. I personally think I'm the funniest trader on X, but that's just me. I can get down. I can get down. I can say some pretty funny foul shit, but I ain't no. I'm not a content creator in that way. I'd rather just provide value, and then while providing value, give you guys a chuckle or two. Interesting overnight move. You hate that we are in a higher time from consolidation. Makes things a lot tougher. Sure does, bro. Sure does. Like, look at these gaps, bro. These gaps are crazy. We've had N dogs and N wogs up the freaking wazoo lately. You can't really make much sense of it other than you're just trading a range, right? As it stands right now, we ran up into this range high on the 24th of Jan, ran to the low. Now we're kind of meandering our way back to the high. Like, it's hard to get a read. We have to kind of stick to like hourly and 4 hour. They claimed that they made 50K this month, but haven't really seen them trade. Oh, well, who am I to say that they have or haven't? It doesn't change the way I live my life. It doesn't surprise me if they say that and they haven't, but it also doesn't surprise me if they say that and they have. I don't get caught up in that kind of stuff. I try not to. I like to protect my peace where I can. My peace. 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 Not my peas. I eat my peas. You should eat your peas too. 9 o'clock opened high. Well, it also swept ADM's low. And we have SMT. YM sweeping 9 AM's low with the 915 candle. Yesterday you didn't trade because you thought we didn't have any news, and on top of that, CPI and Wednesday thoughts. And which day do you avoid in general? I don't really avoid any day, bro. I used to, but now I've seen enough days through data and through going through old charts and whatnot, and just forward testing that um I don't see any issue with trading most days. You just have to structure your engagement around volatility injections, and we have a volatility injection every single day, and it's at 9:30. So you're not wrong to trade it or to skip it. Who am I to say that you should or shouldn't do anything? It's not like I have a fucking wall full of plaques saying that I give the best advice, right? Or that I am, capable of giving the best advice. It's really just like, how do you feel emotionally when you wake up in the morning? Yesterday, from what it looks like you woke up yesterday and you didn't really feel like trading, and that's fine. You're a day trader. You're not an everyday trader. So I applaud you for being patient and being able to recognize that you just don't want to engage. So don't. It's kind of like a do as I say, not as I do type of thing. Like um, I trade pretty much. I can trade pretty much every day. Is every day going to be as clean? No, but I can still navigate. Doesn't mean that everyone should. I think you can get to a level where you can trade every day. Uh, Granted, you have good environment selection, but I don't think there's anything wrong with skipping a day at all. At all. Like, if anything, it's a superpower to be able to do so. 9 a.m. was an open low. If you know, you know. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm chilling right now, though. I can see another dig or some local SMT. Later, Eden. Have a great day, bro. I'll chat with you later, okay? Already dieseled my coffee. I'm about to be buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. We got 6 minutes until the open, folks. Right now, we're doing a whole lot of nothing. Watching, waiting, stalking, if you will. I really like I really don't think there's like any reason to not want longs up into here. I just have to wait for the proper signatures. New York reversal fits. Fits. Asia highs untouched. Devil's mark at the 1800 open. Asia high resting. This looks an awful lot like an original consolidation. And we've generated liquidity in the form of a trend line. We could see some sort of buy model form from here. It's I can't speak to the fact that like, oh yes, we're gonna see low resistance liquidity runs today. I'm not that um what's the word? Basically, I don't have a crystal ball. um, do I think that we have recipes for low resistance liquidity run? Yeah, I can see that. Only thing I don't like is there isn't any high time from SMT in the range. What high time frame are you referring to? Because we have 4 hour SMT right now, and we have session SMT with yesterday's Asia low. So there's SMT. It's just how high time frame are you looking? For me, this is like a perfect. This is considered high time from SMT for an intraday from an intraday perspective. Like 4 hour internal, that's pretty high time frame considering like I'll use a 15-minute SMT like a crackhead. Yeah, you didn't see it. Yeah, you gotta look hard like and make sure you're swapping time frames, right? Don't just stick on one time frame and like you'll see this 15-minute. It's a lot harder to see the SMT, right? You could see this low here that we have SMT at with the S pretty clearly, right? And then it's important to know what time it is, right? What time this low formed. You can see it's an Asia low. And then yeah, you just kind of hop around and you say, oh, do we have any inefficiencies? Yada yada yada. You'll find it. Just got to give yourself time to look at it. SMT on the weekly, yeah, last week, ES took previous weekly low. So you got SMT here, the low of the range, which is my idea for longs. Part of my idea anyway. This sweep here. Where did this sweep occur? Discount. Buy model. Like, I don't know if we get right now. It looks like we just want to continue higher into these highs up here. Touch the high of the range again. We're using the 50% as support. We've turtle souped an intermediate term low inside of discount, and the reaction has been promising thus far. Now we have a retracement to discount. Mr. Darian. Kane says hello. Holy crap, 130 viewers? What the heck? Who's in here? Did he send some of you guys to come say hello? If so, hello back. I didn't expect viewers to jump up like that. Can I see what was the max that we had? Whatever. All right, guys. We got like a minute and 10 seconds until open. What do we got cooking right now? Nah, I don't wait for 10 a.m. Not necessarily. If the Judas has already occurred, so there's a couple scenarios in which I'll wait or I won't wait. If we see, a meaningful Judas swing already prior to 10 a.m., and then what we'll see from there is obviously my signatures of high time frame, POI, SMT, breaker, inside of a macro window, etc., right? To confirm to me that the Judas is already in and that 930 won't need to. Or I've seen many times 10 a.m. news will actually distribute and we'll have like a 930 quick Judas and then go higher. So it's really all dependent on what the market shows me. Right now, it's not showing me any sort of specific need to want to go higher yet. We're breaking above this breaker now, so I can see potential. But prior to this, there was no trigger. So we'll have to wait and see. We got lots of range left. I know a ton of points, but like we could find some opportunities in here, unless this runs away on us. But I'm thinking we'll have some opportunity. As me and Kane Stream Wars, yeah, going against a couple of big dogs. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Jay. Right, like this would have needed to provide the a clean breaker prior, right? And like until now, there's no entry here. For me, there's not a breaker in this leg. This is a breaker. Mind you, it's a high time frame inefficiency, 5 minute Sibi, the high of it. Not too big of a deal, but I can see, maybe if we start to break above these highs here on the 5 minute without creating any sort of SMT, we could probably see retracements in, and then we can find a 1 minute model from there. Oh yeah, good shout. 6 a.m. I always forget to use the 6 a.m. open. Yeah, look at that. Fat 6 a.m. open right on that breaker. Yeah, so if we are to wait until 10, which it may be the case, right? What we'll see, right, is we have this SMT formed. We have this SMT formed with ES at the 4-hour BISI, and we have the Asia low, right? This candle, this 6 a.m. 4-hour candle, if it reverses like this and gives us, a long tail with a green candle, we could play the 10 a.m. open low high close. We should find an opportunity. We should find an opportunity probably in and around the 6 a.m. opening price or this order block. And then we'll just go to create these higher breakers on the 15-minute. So we have some opportunity. What does the 6 a.m. open tell you? It shows me kind of a lower time frame lens into what the 4-hour candle is looking like, right? It's showing me the accumulation, manipulation, and now the distribution. So now for the 6 a.m. candle, I want to see this opening price propel, act as kind of like a trampoline to take price higher. Shame that there was just no way for me to get in, which is fine, right? It doesn't align with my model whatsoever. So I'm not going to stress. What's up, Best? You usually don't see those two words side by side, lurk and support. But thank you for tuning in. um, shit. Okay, this is just a runner. Annoying. I think the only case we could probably make for it to, for us to have gotten in early would have been probably seeing this like fractal breaker here, which, make no mistake, I would not have taken no matter what. I identify that this was going on here, but I am not taking that. Let's see what's going on here. 15-minute. So we've got some SMT at the 7 a.m. highs right now with ES. ES failing to get above. I imagine it's probably going to just continue, but yeah, me too. I fade that all the time. Like, I don't care too much about getting in on that. Like, it just doesn't provide the entry. Like, if anything, this shows me the expansion. This shows me the direction. We still have draws to be met to the upside. So we can catch continuations. At least now we have an idea of the direction. So don't think that just because this is ripped, 75 points on open that you missed the whole day. Just be patient. The Canadian in me is strong. Okay, there's equal highs on ES at the 7 a.m. highs. Now we're gonna mark out these London highs here. They are of noteworthy importance. Thank you guys, by the way, for tuning in today. I appreciate you all. I was actually like excited to do this today. Very excited to do this today. There's London high. Zero reason to short it or anticipate retracement. You've mentioned true CISD. Can you explain what that means? It's essentially just using the opening price as the form of changing the state of delivery. So you have an opening price. So we could use this for or 6 a.m., for example. So like let's envision this 4-hour 6 a.m. candle, right? We open, accumulate, we manipulate into a key level, create SMT, and then we flip this 6 a.m. opening price. That is a 4-hour true. I like to call it true change in state of delivery because the person that taught it to me and showed it to me referred to it as that. I've heard people call it time-based CISD. It's essentially utilizing the opening price as a PD array. Hope that makes sense. As I do these streams, you'll see me utilize it. Maybe today, hopefully today, we can find something. Would be sweet. Good morning, Chad. Hello, Rafael. Good morning, Doc. I have a question for you guys. I have enough viewers here to give me a enough, or I guess like an idea. A lot of these other streamers use cameras and webcams for their streams. Not really a big deal. I don't really see it as a big deal to have it on or not, but do you guys want webcam or do you guys just want it like this? Personally, I don't care either way. Holy fuck. What do you guys think? Do you see any open position here? No, I didn't. No, I didn't long the open. Nothing presented for me. I know you guys probably did though. Oh, you guys are funny. Good shit. You guys caught the open? Did you guys long the open? Good job, boys. Thanks for the support. I appreciate the support. Can I get some L's in the chat to support me? Oh, you guys are funny, man. Thanks for tuning in. I just got raided by my own community. And they didn't even support me. They just shit on me. How funny is that? Man, I'm howling right now. I'm howling. All right, everybody lock in. Absolutely, Kane. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't invited to that party. You guys should have slid me a signal. I love you guys. Probably just gonna have to frame continuations here, honestly. I didn't long the open if you didn't know. Because I'm a bot. I'm an absolute fucking bot. I suck at trading. I'm a fraud. Okay. What the hell is this? Okay. Okay. What the hell am I reading right now? What is this? What is this? Go and tune into Disco Bray's stream. Weird accent, but very good trader. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I am fried. I'm being trolled. Thank you for the shout out, though, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, rip. Night, night, Bray. See, I told you guys. What did I tell you guys at the start of this stream? I told you, okay, one, I told you number one, we're not long in the open. Number two, I said that we are going to get more views than Tanya trades today. That's not happening. But I said if we don't do that, then we're gonna have more fun anyway. So we're having fun. It's like a wavy Greek autistic accent. That is a wild description for an accent. If you show us your mustache, you will get more views. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty. Oh, I asked that question. I asked the question about doing webcam, and then I got rated. uh, Not sure if you or King can answer this. I'm assuming he long the open, but when you do long the open, how do you know that it isn't a Judas move? A Judas will occur. Well, you're seeing all the signs, right? Like I can't speak to him. He probably took a TLM, like a lab model. So we have a model within the lab that focuses on inversions. It's a really good model. He probably saw all the same things that I did, right? Um, if we're seeing a high time frame key level, we're seeing a sweep at 9 a.m. SMT with session liquidity and an internal array at a key time. You don't really need those are all things that go towards evidence for a smart money reversal or a reversal already being in. So my assumption is that he probably took this cheeky version here, long that, and then stop at this low. So like it's already suggesting to you that you have all the recipes intact for a reversal, right? So that's going to be high time frame POI in the form of liquidity and inefficiencies. You're going to see SMT. You're going to see obviously the right time. So like within a macro, this was within the 850 to 910 macro. Not everyone uses macros though, but most of the time they do form within those. So I think time is of importance. And then for me, it's breaker blocks. But entry models vary across everybody's plans and processes, right? So for me, it's breaker blocks. I didn't get my breaker block prior to the open, therefore I couldn't long it. This one, you could have taken the inversion, you could have taken an order block, right? So it all depends on your kind of appetite as a trader. TLM stands for the lab model. It's the lab's like personal brand model. It's very good. People are likely to stay when I have a webcam. Okay. Okay. Good to know. The SMT, previous day Asia low, as well as this 4-hour BISI here. This I guess this would be the 1800 4-hour inefficiency. Bradley, good morning, bro. Okay, I gotta lock back in. SMT at London, high still. I'm just framing continuations here. I'm not bearish. Like I think this is low the day as it stands. We still have these draws up here. So really I'm just looking for why would we be looking short? And wait, what? Abbreviation? How spell what? Natalia. Yeah, I believe the 2.5 standard deviation is imperative. It's a very key part of the lab model. You utilize it to frame reversals off of and draw liquidity as well. TLM, it's the lab model. The lab is Kane and Alex's community that I am a team member on, and that is the model that we teach in there. You're welcome. Somebody said they're looking short. I wouldn't be looking short here at all. Because like you're going against high time frame order flow. Why doesn't the lab have a monthly plan? It does. Bradley wouldn't know either. Oh, you deleted it. The lab does have a monthly plan. No, no. Go to our website. You can select the 1 month. I'm 100% positive you can. Let me do some sleuthing for you. I'm certain you could do monthly. Yeah. If you go to our website, thelabtrading.com. It's in my bio. It's in the description. Click join now. You can select monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Here. It's our website. Quarterly, yearly, monthly, right? So the options there. Just so you know. What do you want about Heart Pumper? Yep, standard deviations were utilized by this 1 minute breaker here. This swing high to this swing low. This highlights the manipulation. And then this is where I got the standard deviation from. Why not draw the standard deviation in the 15-minute chart? I don't know. Good question. I just haven't put it up yet. I'm waiting for a retracement first. I drew this before the 15-minute even formed. Deviation off of the 15-minute, it would be something like that. You could argue that. But both of them point to previous weekly high. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. 10 o'clock, open, low, high, close. I want to see this inefficiency get created. I'd like to see SMT form inside of one of these. inside of one of these inefficiencies and then see a lower time frame breaker form from there. That would be kind of what I'm looking at. We've been talking about that since the morning. Yeah, previous weekly high. I think previous daily high is a great spot too. Da, da, da. I'm still laughing at that Kane shutout. Watch Powell destroy your plans in seconds. If he does, I don't really care. What do you think is going to happen? No, we don't wait, Chad. They operate on a strict C model, take model basis. Oh, so you're just trolling Clovery. Bro says, "Watch your plans get destroyed by Powell." And then I ask him what he thinks is gonna happen. He's like, "I don't know." Hope you're doing well, Clovery. Okay. SMT still at London high. Consecutive candle SMT with the S. Inside of the macro. Where does this 2 standard deviation have us going? Might be able to get jiggy with a retracement. This takes us to discount. And the true change, or the change in state of delivery. If we get below this low, I think I'd dabble. For a retracement only. The breaker, this line, we have to close below this line specifically. Wait, where's the 945 opening price? I might be able to anticipate this. Because we have this inefficiency that we traded through here. This IFEG, albeit small. We'll wait though. I'm going against high time frame order flow, right? This is a counter trend idea, shorting a retracement, right? Now, I'm not eager to push until I see actual proof, right? The proof is going to be closing below this low to then give us a retracement. I'm not about to anticipate a breaker to form with an IFEG and go against high time frame order flow. I'm not that desperate to take a short. I'm more interested in the long. So therefore, why push it, right? You think it makes any difference if you trade your model or the TLM. You really like both, but don't know which one you should focus on. Which one yields you better results. Your decision will be made based off of that. We're pretty close to the news, guys, so I can make a case for a retracement, though, to discount. This breaker has to form prior to 10, though, because 10 a.m. is probably going to be a big candle. If this breaker forms before 10, then I'd likely be short, and it's probably going to be a pretty quick move. But it doesn't look like, it looks like it's just gonna chop, which is fine. I'm not that eager. I ain't that worried. Potential other opportunities. Yeah. The only way that I can really get involved is if we see some form of SMT inside of this inefficiency to frame continuations to go higher. As of now, the only idea I have is a potential short, but it's 9:59. This candle, I'm not entering at 10. No fucking way, because I will get slipped to high heck. Unless what I'll probably do is if we're like 3 or 4 seconds away and we're like pretty close to being below this candle, I might enter. We'll have to see. I'm going to wait like another, like honestly, 25 seconds. And then we'll see. This is risky. Do not do it. I honestly, like, I'm still thinking about not doing it. But I can smell this candle to go lower. I'm actually going to sit and watch it because I'm more interested in the long. Yeah, didn't even form it. Worth it to fade. Didn't get any confirmation prior. SMT. I think this is going to be pretty quick. We have SMT inside of the 50-minute BISI with YM. I think this can be the breaker here, and we can probably propel off of it if we close. I'm going to buy that. I think that was a pretty quick pop low. Want to see us expand here. Right, so the idea is 15-minute BISI tagged into the breaker, formed SMT with YM inside of that inefficiency. This 10 a.m. and then also the hourly candle closed very bullish. 4-hour candle closed bullish. That makes for a 10 a.m. wick to be very small. So we should just see, this should be a distribution candle. First target to be the 1800 open here. I'm happy taking this setup. That's a nice closure above. ES trading above London High 2. This looks like it's ready to rip. Standard deviations. Let's draw it from the actual high. Yeah. Previous daily high is probably my main target. want to see this kind of act as support. I entered earlier because we inverted this here, and this was such a bullish 10 a.m. candle. So entered a little early off of intuition, but the breaker formed now. Super valid. My only worry is that NQ took Asia high, ES failed to, but I'm not fading this 15-minute breaker. And we don't exactly need to get into discount, primarily because we're early in the expansion. So like, I think this can be quite bullish. Me being wrong would be stop loss, closure below this low, and then it would just be probably waiting for more info. But this is a worthy stab, in my opinion. I'm gonna let this sit. I'm gonna go grab my little fruit smoothie. Be right back. Nothing going on. ES taking that low now. So now let's start thinking about just potentials, right? I'm not confident that this is going to be a loss. I'm personally just thinking if this is a loss, what can be the next idea, right? Will I short this breaker? No. I'm still a firm believer that this is going to go higher. It's just I may have to sit through a loss and then a retracement into discount to then get another opportunity. This is definitely for me an okay setup. There's some criteria to have me go against longing in terms of the SMT at the Asia high and if we form this breaker, but until that breaker forms, I can't confirm it. So, I'm happy to sit through it. I don't care that ES has formed this breaker either. If anything, I like the SMT that we formed. The 15-minute breaker. This guy. There's like, they're all nested in here, right? The idea is swing low, swing high, lower, swing low. But you have this swing low, swing high here. So you have a ton of breakers. The main one is going to be getting above London high because that's this swing low, swing high. This is the main swing formation here, but these are kind of nested breakers as well. So it would be this guy. Technically an hourly breaker. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I think this is the first trade we've taken on stream. Most of my first trades I take when I do streams. I think they've all been losses. I think my first trade in the lab on stream was an L. Now on here could be an L. Other places I've streamed to. Where she goes. But we have an idea. We have a plan for what can occur. When I sit and ask myself if this is a trade that I want to risk money on, I say yes. Yep. I'm in a trade and it's in drawdown right now. But we're not focusing on my P&L. We're focusing on the chart. 10 o'clock time-based CSD. Where? Hasn't formed yet. We wicked it. Yeah, not yet. For me, I wouldn't even take the time-based, the true CSD. This would be the break for the breaker to confirm it has to trade below this low. I don't even know what I'm risked. I know I'm risked enough. I just wonder if I'm risked too little and I can add. No, that's good enough. That's good enough. I thought I might have been under risked and I may be able to add in discount. So measure ES, swing low to swing high, ES tag discount. That's a form, and we have S&T at this 10 a.m. data low. That suggests to me that ES tag discount, therefore NQ doesn't need to. So I can already picture, expansion, consolidation, form SMT at this low here. Excuse my shitty drawing. Consolidation, form SMT at a meaningful low. We could see further expansion. That's kind of what I'm framing. I'm going to take a piss though. Yeah, exactly. Addy, you're saying exactly what I was saying. Are you long, Jay? We're still riding. You want a 5-minute close above for long? Fair. We got a 5-minute closure above now. Above London, if that's what you're looking at. Or you want the 1-minute time-based CST? Yeah. So what he's saying is if you get a closure below this 10 a.m. opening price, he'd short. $9.50. Oh, I see. Little fractal breaker. I see. The weird looking. Marking the swings. Swing low. Swing high. Lower swing low. Closure above this. To the moon. NQ is held up pretty decent. We have some SMT. I hate that SMT has been deleted with YM instead of the BISI. But we're going to let it sit. I want to see just continued expansion. I'm not scared. I'm not afraid of this being a reversal. This looks nothing like a reversal to me. Why? Because we don't reverse from consolidations. So that's why this whole time I've been seeing this consolidation here. And then if I'm wrong, like it's just going to be a deeper cut. And then I'm going to get in again. E32 is the Asia or the 1800 Open. It's like fuck all away from my. Yeah. I'd want to see speed through it. I wouldn't partial there. Yeah. Looking good, but it's just, you just got to sit through it, right? Valid setup. Follows order flow. We're chilling. It's 10:15 candle. I like a 10 a.m. close bullish. Just need to see sustain. Idea would be closing above 1800 and then new day opening gap and then target up here. My only issue is, yeah, we deleted the SMT, but we have SMT at the 930 low with YM, which isn't great. We got to get going somewhere soon, though. It's gotta go, gotta go. Leave it to me to get in when it's high resistance, eh? I'm not that worried about high resistance. I think draw on liquidity is pretty unanimous, regardless of delivery. Just have to sit through some distortion is all. Try not to waste mental capital throughout this. We think we've already come close to beating last stream's views, which is great. So I appreciate you guys. Man, I wish I could play just like my own music that I want to listen to and not get slapped with a copyright. I suppose I could turn off desktop audio so it doesn't come through, but I want us all to experience music. Ugh. EDS to giddy up. Big time. Would I need an audio tool to get the music through? No, I can just, it's just all through OBS. I can, uh, I can just play it and it'll play through. But it's more or less how I can hide it. But I don't normally listen to music when I'm trading lately anyway. But just for entertainment purposes, it'd be nice to have a little bit of background music. Thinking. This is gonna be a bugger, yeah. Just gonna sit through it. Just gotta sit through this gross consolidation. What is that? The London High. While we're sitting through this, why don't you guys tell me how your day's going? How your trading day is going, etc. Curious. Day's going good. 4 p.m. That is crazy. 7 hours ahead of me. 4 minute trade done for the day. Holy crap. It's nice when you can get in and get out quick and just be done. Nipsey drank too much coffee that I feel the apocalypse is coming, and I stepped in something wet with your sock. You are having a tough day, brother. What's next? Are you going to step on a Lego or stub your toe? Just like the most inconvenient things. You're in the Netherlands. Yeah, I'm in Canada. I was actually just in Amsterdam this past summer. Beautiful place. Netherlands in general is a gorgeous place. 7:30 a.m. Oh, you're on the West Coast. 2 shots of espresso and trading from your joggers. Trading in your joggers. Good stuff. No, you bought a Tim's coffee and you opened it, it was tea? Fuck. I'd black out. I think Canada's really nice. I'm in the prairies, so it's a little bit different from what like people show Canada to be. Like I'm in the flat prairies where like you could watch your dog run away for 3 days straight. That's how flat it is. But the more west you go, you have a lot of beautiful mountain ranges. We have the Rocky Mountains, right? Lots of good lakes. Sightseeing up north is really beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful country. Has its gems. This is unreal. TOTK could never. Yeah. I tried. I pushed for streams in TOTK. No go. They worried that it would ruin their reputation. Whatever that means. Thunder Bay. I have family in Thunder Bay. My my mom's side of the family grew up there. Keep it moving. This has been very slow that I may like I want to see a speed through here. Otherwise I'm partialing at 1800 open. Like I don't care. TOTK is a ghost town? Not shocked. We currently have some SMT with that 10 a.m. high, which is kind of concerning. I want to see ES get above that 10 a.m. high. This guy. I want to see him get above there. And then I want to see low resistance liquidity runs occur. What did I say? Mum, not mom? Yeah, it's shorter. For some reason, it's easier to say mum than mom. English. It's a weird fucking language. Me mum. I suspect it's lagging because why would NQ need to take more buy side liquidity? Yeah, exactly. Right. Like this is like if this was to go short here, this time based CSD would have formed and we would have been like short, right? But seeing that fail and we create SMT, ES dabbles into discount, that tells me NQ is consolidating and an expansion is on its way. So what I want to see, right, is this 1800 open has been, we've had our eye on this 1800 open since the stream started. We didn't long the open because we're bots, right? Well, I am at least. So I want to see this and I want to see us get through this new week opening, or rather new day opening gap. Closure above that to confirm. I can't explain the TLM model. I would be basically doing the community a disservice, right, for all the paying members that go in there. So I cannot explain it to you. Da, 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 da. There's the 1800 open. ES still failing to get above that high. I don't really have a breaker in sight, so I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to partial just yet. I want to see ES get above that high. If we do, I want to see it then get above the Asia high. If that occurs, then I can sit tight in my trade. Yeah, no, I'm not letting the sauce out. I'm sorry, I can't explain that to you. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Low resistance liquidity run occurring. Why? Because ES has now taken Asia high, popped above the high. We should see further expansion occur. Okay. First partial is going to be around 865. This is the original breaker that we utilized. I'm also going to drag my stop just a wee little bit. I don't even have to sit here and recommend you guys to go to the lab. Everyone in here is saying go. Speaks for itself. The community and the business advertises itself. I don't need to sit here and tell you to join. 5-minute close gave us the push up. Sure did. 5-minute breaker, baby. Close above the new day opening gap. I want to just see this continue to expand. What is this? This is the Asia high? Yeah. Why do I have so many standard deviations? Yeah. This should just continue, right? Consolidation, rather expansion, consolidation, further expansion. We're typically going to see the second expansion after the consolidation be around the same size as the first one. So for me, this one, and this is just a trick. This is not at all, an algorithmic precision type thing. The first expansion was 100 points. Now let's draw from the low of the consolidation. Let's do about 100 points. What does it bring us to? About 2 standard deviations, which is where we're looking. I want to just see this continue. Actually, I want to do this. Okay. At 1R about. I don't normally like to have the P&L be in the money, but keep it moving. Keep it moving. 865.25. I'm going to look and see if there's anything else that can cause some trouble. Nah, not really. $10.30. I want to see ES get above that high there. I want to see expansion just continue. I don't want to see any fucking around in here. I want to see this new day opening gap just get used as a trampoline. Stops PE. Nice. Who longed with me? And who sat through the retreat? Who sat through all this bullcrap with me? I feel like we just sat through so much bullcrap. Fuck, I missed a question. Sorry, Garrett. Hang on. First time watching, good stuff. Was wondering how often Kane streams. Kane streams probably like 2 to 3 times a week. If this little breaker gets formed here, I'll probably partial off a couple. Because we have some consecutive candle SMT here on the 15. It could be responsible for a retracement, right? I'm just here to milk money. That's all I really want to do. And then seeing a smaller time frame form of my model playing against me. So like that's kind of where I protect my profits. And 1030. We're not seeing much volatility. It's only been like 30 points up. But initially, yeah, I anticipated higher volatility, but really, it hasn't been that crazy. The moves have been pretty, smaller range, which you can kind of make. I can kind of make a case for with it being CPI tomorrow. K Dub, thank you for the signal. You guys caught nice. What do you guys think of the stream? Feedback. Good time to ask for feedback. Are you guys like super jazzed that you're seeing like an actual TradeAvate account traded, not paper, not me hiding anything? I'm gonna partial two here. They're being tricky with that breaker. When I see this happening here, like a lot of time when we're kind of like knocking on the door of the breaker, like it often gives like a quick pump down, which I just don't want to see. I want to protect some profits. Good teacher, transparency, narrative allowing me to hear how you see the markets. Already a light bulb moment. Great. I'm happy to hear. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. This 5 minute inefficiency, I just want to see it propel. Like, I mean, I think the business is taken care of down here. Like, really. Like, part of me wants to do this. Like, if we get back down here, this suggests one thing to me, that we are likely in high resistance, or I'm wrong. So I want to see this BISI just be used as support higher, like this. After following your work, it's nice to see you trade live and see your inner thinking real time. Thanks, man. Great pineapple chat at the start. Hey, but we locked in. I have to start these streams early because if I don't, we'll run out of time and I can't bicker. I need to bicker with y'all. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate you guys. I appreciate all you guys with positive feedback. I mean, even if it was negative feedback, I appreciate the feedback nonetheless because it allows me to be better and grow, right? I can't promise I'm going to be doing these streams all the time, but whenever I do them, I want them to be good. I used to be part. Yeah, I used to be part of the like management team with TOTK, which is with like Zusi and Jamie and Mike and all those guys. I left there. I'm now with the lab with Kane, Trader Kane, and Alex Tilaz, and a bunch of others. It is a wonderful group of traders. If you were here the whole stream, you would have seen them all trolling me. Later, Lee. Have a great day. That's great about these is what's great about these is they are real time, real thoughts, just authentic and real trading. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what's missing in the space. There's too many people. There's too many people just like protecting their reputation and their ego. They're being led by their ego so much, and like when if they do live stream, they're shoving affiliate codes in your face, and like why can't a guy just get on YouTube, say, hey, I have this particular skill that I can read price and I think I can help you. I'm not saying I know everything, but I'm saying that I know enough to maybe help you out a little bit, right? Why can't we just do that? Why does it always have to be in pursuit of something, ulterior? Why can't I just be, why can't we just be helpful, right? Do I have like communities and stuff where people pay to learn from me? Sure. That's more in depth and that's more, hands on, things like this. But this kind of stuff, like me just getting on here and reading price, like if you guys can take a little bit away from that and kind of be interested in my approach, that's great, right? If I do these every so often, I think it's a good thing just to be very keep it very simple. I don't have any ulterior motives here. Of course, I'm partnered with the lab, and if you guys join, that's great. But I'm doing this not just for that. I'm doing it for me too. I want to join TOTK. Can you give me advice or an opinion? Only because I want to learn from Rich the Bull. He doesn't teach anywhere else. He doesn't teach anywhere that I know of. You can reach out to him, but I'm not gonna say any more than that. Zusi's 90-minute cycles. It's a bunch of bullshit. The only time he taught in TOTK was to push branding. It wasn't it wasn't because he wanted to, just provide value. There was always something, there was some sort of marketing behind it all the time, right? It's, let's pump this up, let's get socials going and all that stuff. Like it's for engagement. He dropped some good knowledge. I've learned some things from him, but there was always, another motive behind it. That's just the way I saw it. I got nothing against the guy though, really. He's done a lot of he's worked very hard. He keeps to himself. He doesn't get involved in any of the drama. So I have nothing bad to say about Rich. He's taught me a few things. Can you show the SMT with this trade? Yeah, so initially when we got into this trade, we had NQ and ES trade into this BISI on the 15-minute and the breaker upon news release. YM did not at the moment. During that time, it gave us a setup in that we closed above this breaker, 958. I longed from there with a stop at this low. That SMT was deleted, but we went and formed new SMT with the 930 low with YM. Not the cleanest. That's the 15-minute SMT, but we also have 5-minute SMT with ES at this 10 a.m. data low. And ES dug into discount of the range. So if I pull this up, this is ES. ES dug into discount of the range. You see that? This orange line is 50%, denoting the discount. Okay. NQ, this is discount on NQ. NQ failed to get there. That suggests to me that seeing as ES traded into discount and formed SMT at the 10 a.m. low on the 5-minute, NQ did not need to. NQ could carry out a consolidation profile and then continue from there. What's the draw on liquidity? For me, it's previous daily high. Previous daily high, and then I'm probably going to partial at 865 because that's 2 standard deviations of the breaker. You could also draw this standard deviation here. 860 lines right up, kind of near 865. So in and around here is where I'll be partialing. Why? Because once we get to 2.5 standard deviations, that suggests to me that we've had a maximum expansion, or we're at an area where we can see retracements occur. So it'll be kind of one of those, like, I want to see what happens when we get up here. If we get up here and we just continue to pump, I'm going to hold. If we get up here and I partial off, and then we start to see logic against my idea and we start to see a short form, I'll get out. Why? Because look at where I'm positioned. I'm positioned in rather premium here, right? I'm not safe. So I can't be too picky. If I'm in down here, below this low, maybe, but even this can be swept, right? So it's all about kind of what we see in and around that time. We are up about 440. We already partialed off a little bit. We're at 860. Let's go a couple more off. And now we're going to let the rest run. Okay. This was not a high R trade. Not a high R trade at all, but fit the plan. And now we're going to milk this runner for as long as we can. And now we just chill. Just chill and wait. Chill and watch. I'm actually going to drag this up for a moment, excuse me, because I want to actually see where my P&L is on the day. Okay. Yeah. Not a huge day for P&L wise, but that's okay. I think we read this morning really well. We missed the longs due to rules, but everything else has been bang on. We've been absolutely bang on. First time watching me? Appreciate you tuning in, bro. I'm just a regular guy. Just a regular guy. Very grateful. This is just pumping. Smash the likes for the Mustache King. What are my thoughts on Jamie? I think Jamie's a good guy. I think he's just caught in a bad way. I think he's a good guy. I met him. He's a nice fella. Means well. But I'm not going to sit on here and, talk trash about anyone. I got nothing bad to say about anyone right now. I'm in such a good mood. Somebody asked me about my morning routine. I meant to answer that. So my morning routine varies, right? Because I have a full-time job. My days are wildly different every day. Yeah, Chad asked. So this morning, for example, this is like a good like idea of what my day is like on a trading day when I'm at home trading. I was up at 5 this morning. I like to go to the gym early. I run and I lift. I was at the gym this morning, just about like quarter to 6. Uh, I ran 5 miles, came home, meditated, rather showered first, then meditated, made my coffee, hit up my journal real quick, wrote in my journal. I have a personal journal that I just kind of write, I practice gratitude and I just kind of, use it as like a personal thoughts journal. And then I hopped on here. That's like a very basic morning for me, like very normal. I like to get up early, I like to move my body. And then from there, I'm going to be here at the desk for, I don't know how long I'll stream today. We'll see. So that's kind of where I'm at. Other days it's different. When I'm at the fire hall, um, I'm trying to get up early. Oh, when is it? Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. Um, I like to get up early and go to the gym regardless of whether I'm at the fire hall or whether I'm training. But that's kind of my ideal morning routine. Move your body, rather up early, move body, meditate to get you in a present mind state. And I think meditation is just a good practice to have. Journal. If you don't live in an area where it's dark as shit in the morning, try to get some sunlight exposure. But these set you up really big for the day. There's other specifics that you can do, like, um, what you consume in the morning. Like for me personally, I don't drink coffee first thing in the morning because like I like to let my adenosine levels and my cortisol levels kind of balance out and let myself naturally wake up, and then coffee just hits a lot better. I also like to kind of first thing in the morning to get electrolytes in, right? Because I typically lose a lot of salt. You typically lose a lot of sodium overnight when you sleep, right? Because you lose it through your sweat. Um, and you typically get dehydrated. So sodium is like one of the first things that you're kind of like depleted in the morning when you wake up. So I like to have like a quarter teaspoon of salt with my water in the morning. Like little things like that, little nitpicky things, but they make a world of a difference. Not like in a noticeable way, for starters, but like just to know that you're taking care of your body in the morning is really all you need to do to like make it worth it. You have like 10 hours of free time in the morning, you don't know what you should do in that time. Lots. Study, enjoy life, whatever's important to you, right? In this world, in this lifetime, whatever's important to you, whether it's spending time with family, whether it's building a new skill. You're trading, so why don't you back test? Why don't you take the time to go to the gym, read? You know, you should do things in your life and find habits in your life to one, make you smarter, make you healthier, make you feel fulfilled, things like that, right? Trading and family, right? Your health should be important too, because we are performance. We're not athletes, but we are performers, right? Where we need to be in tip top shape. So take care of your body as well. Please give you a suggestion. Should you join the MMXM or T Trades? They're both great traders. I cannot suggest to you which one though. Hello, Blade. No, I don't miss TOTK. I miss some of the people though. I miss you guys. But you guys can reach out to me whenever. Are my trading concepts very different to Zusi? You appreciate my honesty, bro. Wish there were more people in this community more like you. Yeah, I'd say a lot of my concepts are similar to his, but the difference is I actually show that I'm fucking trading live. That's the only difference. Based on what did Kane take the long? I don't know. I wasn't there when he took the trade. I didn't see the logic, whatever. I can't speak to what he did. Later, Dell. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. How can we connect? You could DM me on Twitter if you have questions, whatever. I can't promise I'll get to all the questions, but I try to. Mm, I like to see, I'm liking what I'm seeing with ES actually providing some low resistance liquidity. YM is pumping too. We're pretty well in line here. Pretty well in line. Nice stream today. Thank you. Do I trade the Kane model? No. Do I stream every day? No. Well, yeah, I don't trade every day. So, but when I'm trading, I'm streaming. But I stream in between the lab. I stream with friends in like private discords. I stream here. So I kind of jump around, you know. I mean my main priority is the lab. So that's where I stream, but when I'm not scheduled there, I will come in here and do what I can do. You closed on that breaker not realizing it was high 5-minute busy. This guy right here? Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I just made a decision. I was like, I'm willing to see that this is a 5-minute expansion. This is all work. All this work here has been done to me. So like this was just kind of me taking a stab at order flow, right? We had the high of the Bissy. We closed through the 1800 opening price on the 5-minute. And I believe the 15-minute. So yeah, gave me reason to believe that we were likely to go higher. Yeah. No, I don't use the 30-second or the 15-second. You don't need to. Oh no, you're sick, Bradley? Get better, brother. Opinion on Justin Werline? I like him. I think he's a really cool guy. I haven't met him. I haven't chatted with him, but from what I see, I think he's a cool dude. And he's a good trader. His 3-year-old gave you the flu? Man, everyone's getting sick right now. Brutal. Yeah, I think like in terms I will never like give people opinions and recommendations on what communities to join. One, because I'm biased because I think the lab is the best community to join by far. But I'm not going to sit here and push it to you because I think it's it's pretty obvious, and I think we do enough marketing and everything as well. I think the lab is a great place to join, but also I don't know anything about these other groups, and I think it would be kind of wrong of me to just like tell you where to put your money. I think you should do your own research and make an informed decision. Mm, just taking a peek at this. Don't I understand that this is 10:50, that is 10:45, and like we're into the 10:50 macro here, and we can likely see a retracement. But I don't see a reason to close. Truthfully, maybe we don't have any like clear SMT for me. I'm sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. Um, Tough one. No, we don't offer any trial periods on the in the lab. All lab, we all are very transparent traders. The only argument I can make here is that ES actually or YM took these PM session highs here, but like where am I retracing to? We have this inefficiency here. We could like probably sweep this previous 5-minute low. Mark a premium and discount. Yeah. Tough to say. Yeah, this is that busy here. I'm still just break even. Like I'm not willing to short this. I don't have an SMT that I like. Do I think we can retrace? Absolutely. But I'd want to just see like a sweep of this low and then trade higher. But what are we doing for the day? Such a low R move. Yeah, and PDH is real close. I think I'd be willing to sit through this. Why did I join the lab? Because it is a amazing community filled with really good traders. And I was approached by Kane to join. I was in the lab already because I liked what they were doing. And then they reached out to me for a partnership. Join their team. Yeah, I don't use VPOC. So I really don't know what you mean, but there's no doubt we're bullish. Yeah, I like the 15-minute busy too, Jay. Big chillin'. We're big chillin' right now. 1 for 1 on the day. This is a free look by now. It will not be a big RR trade, but based on invalidation, we couldn't really have big RR. I thought about adding in here so bad, but I was already risked appropriately, so I couldn't. What is the gray box that's not marked out? So this one is a 15-minute BISI. This one is the new day opening gap. I'll actually change this to a green. And I'll just put in dog. This can stay open, honestly, but it doesn't have to. Kind of not in a spot where it should stay open for long. But I think we still have this draw here. So it's kind of like I'm just throwing a call up in the air to say that we just expand from here. But if it gets down into here, I'm not afraid because my stop is like my BE is way down here at 803. That 15-minute BISI aligns with a 1 hour IFEG. Yeah, it does. What is it? Are we going to use the new day opening gap as support, or are we going to go down into here? I can see either. I think based off time, this is a good retracement time. And then what happens with 1050 when we retrace during the 1050 macro, we can kind of make a case for lunch continuations. It's just I don't know how safe my entry is. But like I'm not gonna close out here because I'm like up 120 bucks. So like when I can milk it and get like where is my entry? 804. Let me do this. 804.25. When I could go for like another 90 points. So basically I'm like looking for like 360 profit. Like I'm $100. I'm not worried about making that. I'd rather just let this play out and see. I'm already seeing a potential setup form. If we can get 15-minute SMT inside of this here, this 1030 low, we can get SMT there with ES. I can already begin to frame 11 o'clock open, low, high, close. Here's your 11 o'clock open. Here's your inefficiency. This would be the low that we have to take. This could be your breaker. So, and then if you utilize this little swing point here, this is like a fractal breaker. Not like this would be like a clean one on the seconds. Swing high, swing low, higher swing high. 2.5 lines up with that BISI there. But like I said, it doesn't need to because we already have some SMT with this 1045 low. So we could use this new day opening gap as a trampoline. Is this something I would add into if we break above here? No. If we broke above this breaker, I would not. I would not add on that. I'd just let my position run normally. When does the rollover happen? It's every quarter. Let's see when the contract expires. 21st of March is when it rolls over. When you go to actual contracts, you'll see a little hourglass, and that's when the contract expiration is. I don't know exactly what day the volume rolls over. I know I like around that contract time, like the week before or the week of leading into it. I so let's look at NQH. Oops. NQH 2025. I will where's the chart that I need to be on? Daily. So this is a Friday. So like that beginning of that week, so March 17th, I'll start looking to see if volume and open interest changes. If the volume of the new contract precedes or exceeds the NQH contract, then I flip. I basically just watch for the volume. But I just trade on NQ continuous and it overlays it. But for the first little bit of the contract rollover, like we'll have some weird gaps and I don't think it gets adjusted. But yeah, that's kind of how you switch contracts. You kind of monitor the volume between the pre-existing contract and the upcoming one. Yep, no problem. Let's see what Mr. Powell said today. Fed's Powell. I support efforts to create regulatory framework around stablecoins. Okay. We would use quantitative easing only when rates are at zero. Reserves are still abundant. It's clearly not allowed under the law for the president to remove a Fed board member. Oh, so they asked him about Trump, seeing if he's going to get rid of any of the Fed members. Do I use B adjust? Yeah, I always have B adjust on. It adjusts for contract changes on the continuous. Daily range divider indicator, it's one that you can't find. Nobody can get access to it anymore. I think it's a closed indicator. This is just kind of slow rolling, guys. Still have this 15-minute BISI below. I have no date that you can expect a stream from me. It's a week by week basis. Next week I can give like a rough. I could let you know if I'm even gonna be streaming next week. Oh yeah. Next week I'm trading Monday to Friday. I think yeah, Monday to Friday. Let's see, Forex Factory. Bank holiday on Monday. Oh, next week sucks for news. Um, Probably one day next week. I don't know. I can't speak to what day yet because I need to schedule with the lab first. It takes priority. What made me leave TOTK? I'm not going to talk about that. I'll just say that I had a better opportunity to go elsewhere. Why didn't you take the long? Brother, I've been long. I've been long since 10. Do I trade on no news days? Yep. Being long since 10 is the wild pause. What you mean? What you mean? They just, yeah. A lot of people come in here and they expect signals. And there's a reason why I don't show that I'm long. Because the people that actually want to learn don't care. Is a 15-minute S&T for value gap something you look at? Yep, absolutely. Do we have daily streams for London? Right now, we're not even touching London because, well, I don't trade London because I am not waking up for that. Alex doesn't trade London because he's not waking up for that. Just Kane is the one that does the London sessions, but London sessions have been so dookie that he hasn't really been bothering with them. So did I present my model today? I traded my model today. These streams are not purely educational. They are me trading. I'll answer questions and whatnot, but this isn't like an educational stream and where I go over, concepts and my model and all that stuff in depth because that is stuff that I reserve for the lab. But I try to keep some of that stuff. It's only fair, right? Like I can't come in here and teach all the same stuff that I teach to the paying members. And that's not even me like hiding behind a paywall. It's really just like I'm doing right by the people that have paid to be there, right? There's still a ton of value in these streams. Make no mistake. There's stuff to learn. I just don't teach it in a constructive manner. Um 5-minute inversion. I mean, I guess it's going against order flow for me. You could get a retracement, but for me, I'm sitting long still. We take that 15-minute bis, ES wants nothing to do with it. Now, you notice how NQ is the one tagging discount arrays or PD arrays, not quite in discount, but and ES is the one that's lagging or failing to trade lower. They're just kind of swapping responsibilities. Still in this? Yep. Yep. I got runners at BE. I partialed off 2/3 of my position. Now I'm just letting it run because I still got PDH. to go for. I've been trading for 3 years, and I did not start with futures. I wish I did. I started with Forex. Very, very short lived. And then I traded like CFDs with Dow, with US 30 and all that crap. And then I finally came into futures. And now it's just way better. The gentleman's market. It's 20 after 11. We've tagged this BISI. We have SMT in it. We have this 1120 to 1140 macro coming in. Yo! What the heck? Mr. Michael, welcome. So we've got 1120 kicking around the corner here, right? 1050 retracement. SMT inside of this 15-minute array. That BISI we've been hunting. I'd like to see this high get traded through. Now, still, we're sitting BE, right? We've partialed off at logical levels. Now, excuse me, if this high gets formed here, in terms of like time itself, the 1050 retracement pairs well, a lot better with my model when continuations form at lunch. So I'm not going to add into this. I'm going to sit through this. But I was not expecting that. I'm also not going to get into a trade because I'm a little thrown off. But yeah. Screenshot that real quick. How was your trading day, Michael? I'm in your Telegram. I didn't see it though because I've been trading myself, but green day, red day. Well, green day always if you follow your model. How was your day? If you're still here. So there's that 11 o'clock opening price, failing to close above it. Yeah. We're just hanging out. Doing a road trip. Shorted NQ. Got the target you posted. Yeah, overnight shorts were clean. Honestly, really nice. Travel safe, by the way. It's cold where I'm at. I'd like to go travel somewhere warm. Going to Palm Springs in May, but that feels like a lifetime away right now, especially since it's minus. What's the temperature today? When I was out this morning, yeah, it's minus 40 right now. Just one of those days where you just wonder, why do I live here? Hopping in late, riding longs on ES currently. How's the day going for y'all? Pretty good, Colorado. Long 10 a.m. I missed I missed the long here. We had the SMT with YM at these 9 a.m. lows. We formed like a fractal breaker inside here, 920, which we got right before they opened and before it ripped. I missed it. Wasn't really exactly what I was looking for, but we highlighted that we could probably see some sort of expansion occur after we see that SMT with yesterday's Asia low and the 4-hour BISI. Easy internal external type model. I was just framing continuations off of here. Um, anticipating this expansion to hold up as the true direction for the day, and then we just kind of consolidate in here from there. Expand into targets. Uh, what firm am I taking this trade on? It's with Tradeify, one of those straight to sim funded accounts. Have I tried TPT? No, but I've heard good things. Heard good things. Okay, I gotta dial in here for a sec, guys. um, the S&T still holding. Like I honestly am not bearish at all. Like I think shallow retracements are in order, given this is the range that we're working within. This is where we're framing our buy model off of. We're trading above the 75% here in the new day opening gap. Like I'm not anticipating a ton of deep cuts until we get to the draw. So that's kind of a reason why I'm hanging on into my trade. Also, it's a free look, and I I do not care about the outcome at this point. Mr. Alex, the guy that longed the open today. I'm curious, Michael, how did you find my stream today? I assume it was Kane's tweet that brought you here. This is only my second YouTube stream, so I don't think I'm getting any sort of algorithmic pushing on the For You page. But I'm curious to know. Let's keep an eye on that 11 o'clock open, as well as this line here. I don't like to stay on the 1 minute the entire time. Like I really don't. I'm not looking for entries, so I don't really care to be on the one. Oh, interesting. I figured you're still looking for live traders. Well, I appreciate you being here. I know you don't like the recognition or anything like that, so I'll just let you watch. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Not to let the ego out. I'm just joking, guys. Before you jump on me and say I'm being disrespectful, I'm just joking. Clip it. Somebody clip this. Hello, Brandon, by the way. Well, I wish we could have seen a little more sustain here. Some more, fun to read PA. But beggars can't be choosers. I don't have much to read here right now, to be frank. Do I think that this 50-minute Bissy can hold up price? Yeah. I don't think it's the right time though. I don't rarely see 1050 macro retracements and then see like 1130 or rather 1120. I don't see it as much. It can happen. But until this high gets broken, I'm not looking higher yet. Teach me MNQ and NQSMT. Oh man. Okay, now if I right click on Dreamless name and then can I ban him? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The retracement lives on. Still just letting this go. We're seeing some balls just kicking out. Did that in my last stream too. If this stops me BE, I'm cool with it. I'm really cool with it. I got my piece in an otherwise choppy post 10 a.m. Somebody asked me what I'm looking for the rest of the week. Well, let's see. Let me clean up. Let me just do this. Actually, no, I'll just stay on this chart. As of right now, my eye is drawn to previous daily high and this previous weekly high. I mean, we know the narrative, right? We see a gap down, we buy it back, right? It's happened 1, 2, 3 weeks in a row. Right? Gap down, buy it back, gap down, buy it back, gap down, buy it back, right? So the market's kind of just having a heyday within this daily range. So, and the last thing to occur last week, we had us gap down on the week, SMT at this previous weekly low with the S. Since then, it's been buy model, gap down on the week into discount of the range. Now we're kind of being bought back up. Yesterday's daily close was so bullish, it's giving me reason to want to go higher, right? These highs ring bells for me, despite this high purging the previous weekly high by like 2 points, and we have SMT at it. This high as well, resting just below the Christmas high. It's kind of what I'm looking at. We have CPI tomorrow as well, so I'm kind of watching to see what that does. I can pretty confidently anticipate that this is all just going to be a range that's used for CPI. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. But I don't worry so much about what I'm trying to capture for the week. It's more or less like when I'm trading intraday, it's like I'm using sessions, right? Session liquidity. I'm trying to catch a piece. I'm not swinging. I'm not holding overnight. Things like that. So I have lots of ways that I can get my piece. But as of right now, that's what I'm looking at. Leaning higher. We're seeing proof that the market wants to go higher. So every single cut lower has been bought back in a market maker model. So yeah, CPI take us higher. It doesn't have to happen today. Does not have to happen today. 11:30. See, I like this. This, right? I originally did like this 11:15 to get us up here, but we didn't get any confirmation, really. You get a small closure there, but that's so negligible. Plus, I wasn't really interested in buying here anyway, because it's kind of premium for me, and I'd rather just sit and watch. But now we're seeing another open low, right? This 11:30 candle opening low, trading higher so far. If we can frame, the S&T is still there. ES is now tagging into an inefficiency that it can use to propel price higher while maintaining that S&T with the 1030 low. Now in terms of breakers, this here, swing low, swing high, lower, swing low, sure, breaker. on the seconds time frame. Not a setup I take on the minute. I'd probably want to just see us get above 11 o'clock opening price. This inefficiency resting just below it that is nested within this series of up close candles. That would be a way I could anticipate the breaker and go higher off of. But like I said, we're chilling right now. We're already kind of staying longer than I anticipated, but I'm down to hang out. Down to hang out, see what we see. I want to show you guys, like, if we do get a lunch continuation, I'd like to show you guys kind of what that looks like and how I frame that. Certainly wants higher in my opinion, but no need to rush. Yeah, nah. I'm I'm really focusing on, especially in this lower probability environment, on like speaking to the daily range. And with just Trump, anything he says can be used as like manipulation, smokescreen type deal. Like I am not um, keen on taking any and every setup. I'm really not. It's a survivor's market right now. How are you guys doing though? Did you guys follow? I'm not going to ask you if you made money or lost money today, because frankly, that doesn't matter to me. Have you guys um, followed your model today? Did you follow your rules that you set forth in your process? That's what matters. Are you wearing the red glasses? No, I'm not. I should put them on though. My back testing goggles. Can I name my rules? This isn't really the stream for it. I'm really just hanging out here reading price, guys. We've already been in here for 2.5 hours. I am hanging out. I am strictly hanging out. Do I use macros? Yeah, I do. Powell's still talking? Get out of here, really? Guy's just yapping. Why? Are they still asking him questions? Oh, he's still getting quotes. He's my uncle. Congrats, I guess. This is the kind of environment you guys don't want to get caught up in, too, by the way. Don't get faked out. Yes, we have SMT here in the 15-minute BISI with ES. Yes, that's there. But is it time? Can be, but we need proof, right? Can we see 1130 reversals or continuations rather form off of retracements that occur proceeding from 1050 macro? Yeah, absolutely we can, right? We just need some proof. I'm not getting all, hopped up here on this. This is kind of a consolidation to me. I like that we cut below this 11:15 candle with an open low candle, tagging an inefficiency, or rather while tagging the inefficiency. But right now, until we get above this 11 o'clock opening price, this high, this inefficiency that I've marked here, that is going to be in tan. That's kind of what I'm looking at for higher. What things do you demand to trade a reversal? So I have criteria that I kind of have found over my time on the charts and what I've kind of seen in my journal that is consistent with successful SMRs and reversals on any fractal basis, and that is, I kind of call them like elements of an SMR or smart money reversal. Elements of a reversal. So for me, I need high time frame key level, right? Whether that's liquidity in the form of old highs and old lows, or inefficiencies, right, in the form of typically fair value gaps, or like volume imbalances and like new day opening gaps, new week opening gaps, right? Using them as like inefficiencies to then bounce off of from like an internal to external type perspective. So high time frame key level, right? Obviously need key timing. So for me, trading lower time frame, I want to see my entries form in and around macro windows, okay? Macros being like XX50 to XX10. So like 1050 to 1110, 950 to 1010, things like that, right? Another one is going to be SMT, right? I'm not on the 1 minute looking for SMTs. I'm not. 15-minute time frame is going to be where the minimum time frame that I look for SMTs on the intraday. It provides you many setups. It provides me many setups, more than I could ever want and need. And it fits my model really well because I trade on the 1 minute, right? From there, I need to see breaker blocks, right? Or institutional swing points, right? Breaker block is where I will find my entry, right? Because I'm a firm believer that, I mean, this is straight out of the horse's mouth, right? Core content month 5, I believe. I might butcher this if Michael's still in here, but core content month 5, right? Talking about institutional swing points. The market doesn't reverse without having one of two signatures, right? It's going to be formation of a breaker pattern. I hate the word pattern, but when drawing it schematically like this is what you want to see. You want to see the presence of these swing points, right? So I want to see this form into my key level. And I want to see SMT form at it, which brings me to the second institutional swing point, which is going to be a mitigation block, right? So typically, you will see one asset form the breaker, and then you'll see the other asset form the mitigation. And that's going to be your SMT. It's not always going to be like this, but that's kind of my idea. That's why I don't trade V-shaped reversals, because I like to see the breakers. I feel more confident when I see the breakers. Do V-shaped reversals happen? For sure. But for me, fuck them. I don't care. I'll skip them. But those are my elements, right? And then obviously, like, you want your breaker block formation, you want to see displacement, right? That is a key part, right? You can call it displacement, you can call it institutional sponsorship. All it is undeniable proof that the market wants to go in your intended direction. So that means bullish arrays. If I'm bullish, that means bullish arrays being respected, right? Bearish arrays being disrespected and utilized as support. Opening prices being utilized as support to continue higher, right? Those are the elements. Those are like my musts. I need those to be able to be confident in a trade and to actually take a trade. Thank you, Prakar. Appreciate you. I don't know if I butchered your name just now or not. Mr. Dory, how are you today, sir? This is a long stream. I've been hanging out. Do I have a video on my channel discussing those? Yeah, I think one of them. It's my first one, I think. I talked about those things. Silver Bullet Sniper, hello, hello. You got smoked on some shorts? Oof. Oof. That's all right. Get her back next time, dog. Oh, that's what you were saying. Yes, I do. Thought you were asking me, sorry. Yeah, Bradley, you went away and I'm still here. Yeah, it was kind of around the time where I wanted to leave, and then I saw Michael joined, so I wanted to kind of hang around a little bit, chat with him. Kind of got me jazzed. It was cool to see him join. Tried to maintain my composure though and not freak out. I'm getting messages on my Discord with people. People's ICT's in your Discord, in your YouTube stream. Yeah. Yeah, it was cool. It's definitely cool. I don't know when he showed up. I don't even have timestamps. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, I wouldn't fanboy. It's just I didn't want to be caught off guard, and then just lose the plot of like where I am with reading price. I mean, you guys didn't join my stream for me to, you know, just be freaking out and be emotional, right? You joined to get some market insights. Thanks, Laurent. I appreciate you. Your reads are always interesting. I appreciate that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's almost 11. Do we sit through the 11:50 macro? I think we sit through it. Why not? I'm only here for the mustache pics. No, no. I won't turn on the camera this time. More retracements incoming. This is looking like increasingly like I'm gonna get stop EE. I'm just sitting through high resistance due to time distortion. And like, yeah, I said this like over here. This is like, you don't want to get caught up in this, right? This is the low probability kind of bull crap that you can get caught up in and just lose sight of. So if there is a time to ignore the chart and be a little bit, haphazard with your awareness of what's going on, it's now. It's this type of PA, right? We talked through this consolidation followed by expansion, and now we're sitting through another, right? So this is where you can see liquidity generation forming real time, and now you can anticipate your AMD profiles to set up, right? We can see this low hold and the breaker form up here, but until we get through this pesky inefficiency and this 11 a.m. opening price, well, 11 a.m. opening price may not mean much because we'll have a new hourly open low high close in 10 minutes, 11 minutes. I can't say that this low is protected whatsoever. Just because it has SMT there doesn't mean anything. We need to see sponsorship. Right now, bullish arrays are being disrespected, bearish arrays are being disrespected. That's like a recipe for a choppy market. So I'm honestly kind of just committed to staying in my trade and just reading this with you guys. I'm pretty wiped, so I don't know if I'll enter anything else in the morning here. And I'm probably going to get to the gym this afternoon, and I got some stuff to do. But yeah, this has been fun. We'll hang out for a little longer here. So feel free to ask questions if you have. But this is kind of, this is the stream coming down, just kind of chilling, you know. Looks like the move for the day is in. Could be. Or we engineered this high to get taken in the PM, which I can see happening as well. I just don't have any sort of like clean SMT to short from. Plus it goes against my high time frame. So if it stops me BE, then I'll just watch. But 1150 macro, right? I'm gonna keep my eye a little bit tighter in the market here. So sweeping that low 1150. As soon as that macro opens. He mentioned tariffs. Okay. Mentioned tariffs. Yeah, this could go short. Stop me out. I think it's probably pretty close to. Yeah. I'm not bearish though. I'm really not. I don't see anything in here. Like I'm not reading into this too much. Sure, we got it. We have SMT at the highs here with YM. But like I've been hurt too many times doing this. I see this as 1050 retracing, 1150 kind of putting the nail in the coffin, and then we can go higher from there. Form this leg, 12 o'clock opens, we get a breaker, stops me out break even, and then runs. Yeah, it doesn't have to be complicated at all. I try not to complicate it because that just leads to mistakes. I'm curious where you're short off of, Jay. I hope you weren't short from here because that would have been a pain in the ass to hold. 5-minute breaker. So there's my break even. You can see executions. Bought 6 at 804. Sold 2. Rest for BE. Very small winter day. Like I think it was like 1 hour, honestly. Less than that. Yeah. Very small chunk of change. Chilling with it. I made a decision to stick through this, which I'm fine with it. I really am. Like I know every trade is not going to be your 2.5 hour. Like during my back tests, like I get these types of trades, but on the times where they run, that's what makes it all worth it. Yeah, on stream. I mean, I'm still learning, streaming on YouTube, and like I'm still relatively new streaming in general. So I it's it's very hard to be able to juggle an audience, albeit a small audience, comparatively to others, and stay intact and in line with my rules and everything. Right. My rules are my number one, and that's the thing. That's kind of why I miss questions and whatnot. Um, but yeah, it is definitely hard, and it's hard. It's hard to take a trade. I wouldn't say it's hard to manage, because like once I'm in a trade, like I'm dialed. Um, but it's getting into one. That's where you can kind of where inexperience will definitely kind of rear its head, because like I don't have a lot of experience streaming, so like taking trades for me is a big thing. Like I make sure that I'm good with it. Thanks, man. No, I appreciate that. I was a lot worse starting off um in streams. Now I've gotten a lot better. I've gotten a lot more confident. Yeah, pressing the button on stream, it is intimidating. But then you kind of just worry about, you just realize like, oh, like I don't, you know, it doesn't really matter what they think. All that matters is like whether I stick to my process or not, right? So yeah. Something I speak with confidence, yeah. But a lot of the time I kind of let my ego get in the way, admittedly. And it does kind of um it shows a shitty side of me. But for the most part, I feel like I'm growing, and I still have room to improve. But that's the fun part, right? So yeah, I don't know if he's in here anymore, but still, that was a big thing too. That was a big thing too. I was like, okay, try to do good here. Okay, so I don't even need to have this open. So let's dive into kind of what we're seeing right now, right? So get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. This 15-minute Bissy, did I have high hopes for it to hold? Sure, if it provided all the criteria, but it is in premium of the range, right? We can see a deeper cut into this low. This will be an hourly Bissy. We can see a deeper cut into there, and we can see some SMT form, which we could frame setups off. But we closed above London high here. I wouldn't want to. I would want to see us on a high time frame maintain above these highs and the 1800 opening price, or rather midnight. Oh wait, this is midnight. Okay, good. I'm not bugging. 1800's up here. Sorry, above midnight open. I'd like to see that utilized as support. 5-minute inversion played out. Yeah, it did. Did you take it? Had a nice 5-minute breaker here. That was a nice setup, Jay. Nice setup indeed. You like my analysis better? Hey, always stick to your own analysis. Promise you, don't listen to me. I didn't say that I disagreed. I just can't take it because it's not really in line with my model. For me, I didn't want to take a counter trend because I was already in one, right? That's just me. That's just me though. Like always, always, always trust your own analysis, whether you're right or wrong, because you're gonna learn the most from that, right? Honestly, expected an L there fading. I mean, you had the playbook. The playbook was in your favor for retracements, definitely. I just threw a shot in the dark with my runner and was able to. I was willing to get out BE just to watch it go. This is Riot, by the way. Oh, hey, man. Head and shoulders, knees and toes down below. We go. Yeah. What's our SMT go that we got cooking here? I think it's just hourly, previous hourly SMT with YM, I guess. And then you have YM taking these highs. Other than that, I don't got much. I think if we see a buy model form from here with SMTs, I think you could probably get long off of that. But until now, like, I mean, Brandon brought up a really good point. Trump hasn't signed those tariffs yet. Um, so we're kind of waiting on that. So it is a little bit fearful to long the market, right? We have Trump speaking. I don't know that he spoke yet. Do I have two tabs open? Um, I don't know. Uh, yeah, nothing. Just a lot of tweets or a lot of little quotes from Powell. Is it at 3 p.m.? I thought it was tentative today. Let me look. Yeah, it says tentative, so I couldn't see what time. Unless they have it scheduled elsewhere. Yeah. Okay, guys. I'm pretty wiped. I'm pretty hungry. Oh, you're getting mixed reports. Yeah, fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. This. What do you mean? No, don't leave us. Like, what do you want me to show you? There's nothing here right now. What do we see? I missed this retracement. I haven't been. I haven't been super bang on today. Kept myself safe. That's what's important. But man, ES is just. Yeah, the hourly BISI is kind of what I'm looking for. I really don't buy the, going to the lows. For me to be looking at the lows, like we'd have to get close below this low with some meaningful, body. All he did was restore the tariffs he had in place prior. Okay. So he just went back on his like 30-day deal? Or guys, the guy's funny, man. For steel and aluminum. Let's see. Yeah, guys. Kind of a weird one. SMT at the highs with YM is the notable one. Don't really see it with the S unless I'm blind as a bat. I don't think there is one. Nothing noteworthy anyway. I think this is just retracement that gets bought up. I think this gives you your discount you've been looking for. Drop your premium and discount. Well, would you look at that? Where's your OTE? Down here. Where's your discount? Resting at this low. Soup that guy. Buy model. This high looks engineered. And then we can talk lower prices. If we see that. To go against my idea, I'd need to see probably us get below this low, retrace, see SMT form within these inefficiencies that will form, and then catch a sell model. So it's kind of like an if we're kind of in like an if then statement type of area. Bleh. But I like 12 o'clock opening low like this. This breaker seems pretty big. I think I'd like to see another one form. in and around here. But I'm gonna take a break. I'll come back in the afternoon. Um, nice short for you guys that caught. Nice long for you guys that caught. Uh, missed the short. Missed this long. Took I took the ugly stepsister for a ride. But that's all we got today, folks. So we're coming into this hourly busy now. I'd be watching this for the afternoon. I appreciate you all. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This actually is honestly going to be like one of my favorite streams of all time, because it's so new and we had some memorable things happen. So um, I think this is a good time to cut. If you guys have any, reviews or um, questions, whatever, just message me, tag me on Twitter, whatever. If you guys like the stream, let me know. Feel free to like the video, etc. I don't know. I'm not really that guy. I'm not gonna beg you for likes. But yeah, we'll chat with you guys later. Thanks y'all for tuning in again, and we will speak soon. I'll let you know when I'm streaming next. Peace. Take care.